Hello Gators, this is 8-2 trigonometric ratios. I can use trig ratios to find lengths and angle measures of right triangles. Let's take a look at what we call the tangent ratio. Let's look at all of these triangles are similar, and let's take a look at the sides or the legs of these right triangles. I'm going to use the word opposite and adjacent. So this leg is opposite the 37 degrees. This leg is adjacent to the 37. Opposite, adjacent, opposite, adjacent. Let's go ahead and write down this ratio of opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 6 over adjacent is 8. That is what we call a ratio. Let's find the ratio of opposite over adjacent here, and let's find opposite over adjacent here. And I want you to notice that all of these ratios are equal to each other, and that should be no surprise because all the triangles are similar to each other. So the tangent ratio, and this is abbreviated, the actual word is tangent, but we abbreviate and just use the first 3 letters, but we still say the whole word. Tangent of A is opposite over adjacent. So here's angle A. The opposite side is lowercase a, and the adjacent leg is lowercase b. Let's go ahead and practice. Here's angle A, and the leg opposite to it is 18, and the leg, not the hypotenuse, the leg adjacent to it is 24, and that reduces to 3/4. Now let's do angle B, and the leg opposite will be 24, and the leg adjacent to it, not the hypotenuse, but the leg, is 18, and notice that is the reciprocal, 4/3. Let's go ahead and practice finding the tangent of S. Notice I said the word tangent, and we want a ratio. Here's S, and the leg opposite is 4√3, and the leg adjacent to it is 4, and when we reduce, that is √3. Let's find tangent of R, and tangent, this is R, and the opposite will be 4, and the adjacent is 4√3, and when we reduce it, that is the reciprocal. We don't like to leave a root in the denominator, so I'm going to multiply by √3 over √3, and we like to write it in the rationalized form. Okay, let's take a look at finding the tangent of 30 for this triangle. So that's the opposite, which is 1 over √3. Let's find the tangent of this one. Tangent of 30 is 2 all over 2√3, and notice they are the same. I can reduce and I'll get the same. Let me get a decimal version here, and the decimal version is 0.5774 if I round to 4 decimal places. I looked at my calculator. Let's go to our calculator, and let me show you how to use your calculator to get this decimal too. So you're going to press the tangent and then press 30, and we are going to get that number, 0.554, right here. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's now do tangent of 60. And tangent of 60, here's 60. The opposite is √3. The adjacent is 1. And again, we're going to do it over here. 2√3 all over 2. These are equal to each other. I can reduce. This will be approximately 1.7321. And I'm not going to use a calculator this time. I'm going to use a table. And here is, let's see, I don't have the 60 degrees. I just have the 30. Okay, I only go up to 30. Let me go to the next screen. And I think here's my 30 right here. And here is my tangent. And when you take these two and look across from each other like this, you will get the answer. And let me go back to the screen, and I can show you that was the answer I got. Oops, That was the answer, 1.7321. Okay, so let's practice finding the tangent of 43. And so I'm going to go to my calculator and press tangent, and then press 43, and then press enter. And tangent of 43 can also be done with a table. And let's see, here is 43, and here's the tangent. And when they both meet together, this is the answer we get. So the calculator gave us that, and this table gave us that. 15 degrees, here's 15, here's the tangent, and when they both meet, this is the answer, and this is the answer the calculator will give us. Okay, now this is going to be very helpful to finding this side. Notice that we cannot use the Pythagorean theorem because we don't know two sides. We cannot use 30, 60, 90 or 45, 45, 90. So we're going to use tangent. So I'm going to write tangent of 48 equals the opposite, which is x, over the adjacent, which is 15. Now we can put this in our calculator. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Before I do that, let me go ahead and cross multiply. So I'm going to cross multiply. I'm going to write 15 times the tangent of 48 equals x. Now we know that this thing is a decimal. This thing is some decimal. So we're going to use our calculator to figure that out. So I'm going to write, let me clear this up. I'm going to put 15, and then I'm going to press times tangent of 48, and the calculator will figure out that decimal, and I'll get an answer. So x is, let's round to one decimal place, 16.7. So the 16.7 is approximately x. 16.7. Now this angle is 42 degrees. And we know that this side here has to be longer than this side because this is a smaller angle with a smaller side, bigger angle with bigger side. Let's go ahead and try this again. Again, we can't use the Pythagorean theorem. We can't use 30, 60, 90 or 45, 45, 90. So I'm going to try using the tangent. This is my opposite, and this is my adjacent. So tangent of 50 equals 15 over x. And I'm going to put a 1 under here. I'm going to cross multiply. So this will be x times tangent of 50 equals 15. Now this is a decimal, so don't worry about it. I'm going to divide by that decimal. I'm not going to use my calculator until I have what I want. This is going to reduce. And so I'm going to use my calculator now to put this in there. So I'm going to put 15, and then I'm going to press the divided sign, tangent of 50, parentheses, and then I'm going to enter, and my answer is about 12.6. So x is about 12.6. Now this angle is 40 degrees. So x being approximately 12.6 makes sense because this side should be smaller than that side. Okay, let's take a look at how tangent can help us find the height of a tree. So this is a right triangle. This is the opposite side. This is the adjacent side. So it's perfect for tangent. Tangent of 59 degrees is equal to h, that's the height of the tree, all over 45. I'm going to put a 1 under here so I can cross multiply. So this will be 45 times the tangent of 59 degrees is equal to h. Pull out my calculator, and I'm going to write 45, and then I'm going to write times tangent of 59, and then I get the answer 74.9. So 74.9, and this is in feet, is approximately the height. And that looks like a good answer because it should be bigger than 45 because this angle up here will be 31 degrees. So this side should be a lot longer. And this is the end of the screencast.